Hey there, everyone. Welcome to One Down. And in case you didn't notice before, I'm not Red Blaze. This is Omega Snake here, and apparently I'm a guest here.
Yeah, I'm playing the game, but I figured I'd try a video with a guest. And for this episode, we've picked Nights into Dreams as we both have unique experiences with the series.
Yeah, mostly due to the fact that I actually grew up with this game and my buddy Red Blaze has not.
Yeah, I meant to get a Sega Saturn, but my brother talked me into Nintendo 64 instead back in the day. And I was absolutely peeved when I found out there was a PlayStation 2 remake of the game around 2008, but it was Japanese only.
I didn't hear about that.
That's what this port of the game's based off of.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, but anyway, the funny thing is that I actually have both an N64 and a Sega Saturn. But Nights into Dreams was actually the first game that I ever played on the Sega Saturn. And I can say that right now, when I first played it, I was in love with it, because everything was beautiful. It's like, yeah, even though Sega Saturn was really pixelated back then, I didn't care. I mean, it was really nice. The music was absolutely beautiful. I loved going through the levels, and I just really enjoyed it. And the funny thing is that even though Nights is a really short game, sometimes I just like to pop it into my Sega Saturn for a nice nostalgia trip, and due to the fact that it's actually pretty short, I can always play through it in one sitting.
I should note that based on how far I get in the game, this is just going to be a Claris run.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be able to get through both sides, but anyway, but what's your experience with it?
Growing up, my first experience was with an Archie comic, which for whatever reason, the first comic I picked up was Volume 6, which was Knights vs. Riala in Twin Seeds. But I always wanted to play the game because I found it fascinating, and I'm pretty sure I played it at like a Best Buy once for a few minutes. But as previously stated, my brother talked me into getting a Nintendo 64, which, aside from a handful of games, I'm still not convinced that was the better choice.
Well, I could say this, that there are some games that I have on the Sega Saturn that are really good, but Nights is definitely among my top 5 favorites.
Yeah, back in the day, Nights was usually considered Sega's solution to Super Mario 64.
Well, I could see that. I could see why, because Nights has an interesting mechanic that you can just fly anywhere you want. But it was more on a set path, though. In fact, I actually have a little bit of history for you on Nights, and that is when Nights first came out. Apparently, some customers were complaining about the fact that using the D-pad kind of hurt their thumbs, and that's when Sega Saturn came up with this unique, really fat controller with an analog stick with it. It was mostly for Nights and a couple of other games, but yeah, it was apparently because of Nights and I guess a couple of other games that they came up with this analog stick controller, and it was like really fat.
Yeah, I've seen it recently because my brother, I think a year or two ago, actually bought a Sega Saturn, and it's one of the more bizarre controllers I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's like when it came to controllers with analog sticks, Nintendo was the king, and oh wow, nice A rank.
Thanks. I don't know what those tokens do.
Oh, those are basically something like power-ups. That one gives you a bigger circle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are small power-ups, but they don't affect a lot of it. There's one that can give you infinite boost, one that will increase the range of your sparkles, which basically means you could do much bigger circles. Things like that.
Yeah.
They appear kind of randomly though, but I also like the unique mechanic about for Knights is the fact that you don't have a health system.
Well, you sort of.
Well, yeah, but for those of you who never played Knights before, that little clock right there on Red Blaze's screen is basically how much time he has to get back to the palace in the middle of this stage before time runs out, and then Claris separates from Knights. And that's not good.
Yeah, and then these, like, clock eggs will come after me, and that's how you game over. Is if they catch you. Or if you lose the time limit during a boss fight.
Yeah, because it's like you're basically screwed without Knights during a boss fight, and you might want to get back.
I'm already heading there. Now, fun fact, when you beat the game, you have the ability to randomize the stage bosses.
Yeah, but Red Blaze decided to turn that off, so this is actually the normal first boss, and he's actually not that hard, but you do have to watch where you're flying.
You can kill him if you
do a
paraloop his
tail.
Tip of his tail, but oh man, it's like surgical precision.
Yeah, I've tried it, and I've only done it once.
I've done it twice somehow.
Yeah,
but
well,
it always involves lots of botched attempts.
Yeah, it's not worth it, in my opinion. It's just better and more reliable to beat him this way. It's like you just have to keep grabbing his head and push on it.
Victory dance.
Yeah, I love doing that, and I also love the music that plays when you beat a boss. Don't you?
Yeah. Only a C rank? Fine by me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's also the other thing about the game for the ending credits, when you beat the game with either Claris or Elliot, if you get a D, if any of the total ranks are D or lower, the credits theme will actually skip a little bit. So, hey, another reason to get a C rank or higher, right?
Yeah, but seeing as I've already done all C rank, I'm not gonna worry about details if I get lower than a C rank for the sake of this video.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing that should be noted about this version is depending on the time of year you play it, after you beat the game, the characters might be sporting unique outfits.
Yeah, mostly during holidays, of course.
I forget, did they keep the April Fool's Day Riala?
I have no idea. I have no idea, but I will admit this though, that Journey of Dreams, I actually really enjoyed it because, well, for me, I didn't really care what other people say. I was just glad to finally have another Knights game. What about you?
It's a mixed bag for me. I really enjoyed the Act 1s. Act 2 stages onward, they're all over the place in quality. I also don't like how the frame rate dipped during the cutscenes, but the story itself, I liked.
Oh yeah, it's like...
It seemed like they were trying to go for something Disney-esque.
But for me, I will say this though, they did a really good job on Riala. Because it's like, not only did he seem more like a rival, but he was a lot more sinister. Yeah, because it's like, for the original game right here, Riala and Knights didn't really have a personality.
Well, Knights was the rebel, Riala was the, loyalist.
Yeah, I know, but you get what I mean, though.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of gameplay, I mean. So that's what I was really appreciated about Journey of Dreams is, you know, both Knights and Riala got a little more fleshing out. But I will say this though, I do love coming back to this game in particular because it's just really easy to just get back into it for a little bit, especially if you want to have a little bit of a nostalgia trip or whatever.
Oh, for Journey of Dreams, I should mention the most face-palm-worthy quote of that game. This is when Owl, I believe he's just called Owl.
Yeah.
He's talking to what's the boy's name?
I forgot.
Well, the boy you can play. When he's talking about dualizing for the first time, he says the line, touch knights if you're into that sort of thing.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
I literally had to do a very hard face palm when I heard that.
I didn't catch that. But I really liked Knight's personality in Journey of Dreams. See, Knight's just always seemed like a free spirit, and they really capitalized on that. He just does what he wants. Of course, one of the big things I did not like about what Sega did with Knights is they kept Knight's gender really ambiguous.
Well, that's because Knights is supposed to represent the dreamer's shadow, and seeing as the person dreaming could be male or female, Knights tended to be referred to by the gender of the character you were currently playing.
Yeah, and you might want to hurry up.
Yeah, that's fine. Got it.
Yeah, no time to go through the temple again.
But still gotta be. That works.
Yeah, watch out for those spiked rings, Red Blaze. Those will actually hurt. Because there are a few things besides enemies that will actually lower your time.
Yeah, I know about those things.
Oh, and do you remember?
Yeah, help the car.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, do you remember when we were talking about the clock thing?
What about it?
Well, it's actually more of an alarm clock, because it's like, since this is a world of dreams, that clock that chases you down is actually trying to wake you up. I just wanted to clarify that.
Okay.
But anyway, this stage right here is actually one of my favorite stages. The music is really nice, the environment is really beautiful, and we got some unique gimmicks going on in this stage. What's your opinion on this stage?
I like this stage. I'd probably say Elliot's first stage is my favorite, followed by Elliot's third stage, though.
Elliot's third stage, yeah, it's really good, but but that's the one where I've actually lost time. It's one of the only stages, like, you know, I think it was like the fourth one that I actually lost time, and you're stuck now.
I'm out. Speed it up. There we go.
Got a little close there. Alright, let's see, what was this one? Oh, right, him. This boss is really interesting, as that you can only go through, you can only fly around the sides of it, so you gotta use those fish to launch yourself into him.
Oh, that's true though. It's getting bad.
So yeah, it's like he's really not hard, especially since when you hit him. Yeah. Ow.
I don't understand why that wasn't working.
It's like the best thing about it is that when you hit him, he's actually stunned for a little bit, so you can actually go through an entire run of this fight without him ever getting up. Obviously, my friend Ripley's isn't doing that.
And he's done. Time to sell.
It's like, geez, you were like a fish out of water with that fight. Whew, got a little close there, buddy.
Not as close as I'm assuming the next one's gonna be if I do it.
Yeah. So, what, how much time have we been doing?
I haven't been keeping track.
I'd say... It's quite possible that this one might actually be the end of this episode. I don't know. You might get lucky, though. Anyway, I really like this stage, though, because it's just so weird, but it's fun, too. Because it's like, Clara can actually jump really high in this stage, and... What's your opinion on this stage?
It's probably one of the better representations of weird dreams.
Yeah, because it's like, everything in this entire stage, you can bounce on. And you can actually launch yourself pretty fast. I also get a bit of satisfaction on when you're basically get a big link going on. How about you?
Oh, it's certainly. Because at the heart of it, this game's a score attack game.
Yeah. Although the flying is a really nice bonus to it. But obviously, right?
Yeah. Okay, one more lap.
Yeah. It's like I always like these score attack games.
Certainly.
Because it's like you're like, how much can I get, or how good can I do? In fact, Sega's always been really good with those. Okay, Ben, the trick for this one to really get altitude on your jump when you're bouncing on these is you gotta try to land on your feet. So yeah, so it's like when you bounce on these things, try to land on your feet. You get I think you also get a little bit of a score bonus. I'm not entirely sure.
I think I should also note, because I don't think it'll really be shown off in this playthrough, NiGHTS is a shapeshifter, and some of the forms NiGHTS takes get a little out
crazy.
there.
Yeah, it was especially shown in the sequel.
Yeah, Boat NiGHTS made me face palm.
But yeah.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, this is one of the more fun stages of this game. What do you think?
Certainly. Okay, got 20.
Yeah, that's always the thing you've got to. I think you have enough time for another lap.
Okay, one more. Because I want to try and keep the video to a reasonable length.
Yeah, but you also want to try to also show off what you can do, right?
Yeah.
It's no fun if you're just trying to speed run.
Only C? Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the things Sega has a notoriety of. Ow! That looked painful. That's one of the things that Sega is notorious for, is that they have really strict point scores. Or, limits to how high you needed to get a certain rank, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sega's always been really bad at that sometimes. I also like the mirror gimmick they got going on in this stage.
Yep. Because they spend some time introducing you to the gimmick. That way it doesn't really surprise you when it happens.
Yeah. It's like, that's one of the best things about NiGHTS that I really like, is that they always have a neat gimmick for each one. For each different
Each stage to make it memorable.
Yeah. It's like, the main stage has like the main gimmick, but then every idiot always has a different gimmick. And here we have one of the most annoying bosses in this entire game, Jackal.
Oh jeez, Jackal, I hate you. Get over here. No, you're not getting your... Dang it.
Yeah, Jackal is one of the trickier ones, but if you can keep him away from his cape, he's basically pretty... he is pretty easy if you can keep him away from his cape. Which for my friend Red Blaze is easier said than done.
Dang it. Where is it? Okay. I forget, does the damage count just throwing him out of his cape?
I think so.
No. I want to win this. Oh, come on.
Come on, buddy, you can do this. Oh my god!
That is definitely a keeper of a win.
Oh, frick. Jeez, could you have cut it any closer?
A guy deering, I don't care. My heart was racing doing that.
I bet. Oh god, I have never seen a boss fight that close.
Okay.
And I see why he's such a freaking pain.
No, I want to know how long it took most people to figure out what to do next in the final stage here.
It didn't take me long, because it's like there was nothing else to do, so it's like...
Suicide's the only option.
No, I just thought maybe I could try something, and then this is one of my most favorite stages of this entire game. Just the fact that you can fly and this beautiful music is playing. Oh god, I love this stage. In fact, you'd have to be crazy to hate this stage. I'm sorry, but that's just my opinion right there.
Okay, gotta be careful because time does not replenish here.
Yeah, looks like you missed one. There it is. Right, because you can't take your time and try to get a better score for this one.
Yeah, the only way you can is if you master it.
Watch out! Good one. It's like, seriously though, those spiked rings can really give you a good scare.
Certainly.
But what's your opinion on this stage?
I really like it, and I'm just trying to focus right now.
Alright, I'll guess most of the commentary, like I've been doing. But yeah, but this stage though, it's just really beautiful. I mean, the visuals, the music, it's a really great final stage for this dream. It's like, and I also like the fact that both characters get this stage.
Well, it's because it's a joined adventure by the end.
Yeah, I know. But I just really like that because it's like, it basically means you don't have to lose out on this beauty for either character. Alright, I think you can breathe easy because you've got like 40 seconds. Like 35.
Okay, where's the capture pod? There it is.
It's right there. Wait, you're still missing one more. Which, you'll know you'll have enough when it goes orange. Like that. Alright. Now you gotta break Knights out of there.
Here comes Elliot.
Yeah, and now the final battle with here is actually pretty intimidating, if you ask me. I know he's not hard, but...
And you have double knights for whatever reason.
Yeah. But then again, this happened in Journey of Dreams, too, so...
Oh, come on.
I can never understand what he's saying. Watch out!
I'm just hearing laughter. I do know you can understand him in the Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed track. Oh, right, gotta wait for Elliot.
Yeah, Wise Man's not that hard, but he can be a pain. Okay, you gotta get in the middle of the tornado.
Don't gotta tell me twice. And we won.
Oh yeah!
Time to watch some credits.
All right. Are you planning to do Elliot in another episode?
Possibly. I'll let people let me know if they want to see it.
Yeah. But I also gotta say though that the ending cutscene is also really good, but you only truly understand it when you watch both endings.
The only downside to the ending cutscenes is the animation quality is really only a step above Reboot. But
I actually like Reboot.
Reboot's okay, but I'm just saying it's really crude, but at the same time it was like 1996 and you know, not everyone can be Pixar.
Yeah, it's like seriously, buddy. It's like also remember this was also for a CD-based game, and it's like back then, quality for cutscenes was not like like you said, Pixar.
But I should say, at least the cutscene quality itself is
It's
leaps
pretty
and bounds better than Sega CD.
Yeah, it's like I will say this, that the quality of these cutscenes are still amazing.
Oh, we should be seeing the true ending though, because
Yeah.
you know I've beaten the game, and it's one of the trippier things I've seen in a game. But
All right, well,
we'll talk about it when we get to it.
Let's be quiet for this part. I just love that scene. It's like the real moral of this game is that have a little confidence in yourself, and you'll be able to do what you set your mind to. And that's basically what NiGHTS gave both Elliot and Claris.
And the other two kids in the sequel, remake, whatever
Yeah.
it is.
I'd call it a sequel because it's, different characters. I guess you could say NiGHTS is a real knight in shining armor.
You could.
Sorry.
And here's the trippy part, I mean. You know, nothing too weird aside from an empty theater so far.
But yeah, but this is the scene where it's really gorgeous.
Yeah, I figured they were going more for visual wonderment. Visual wonder rather than making any sense. Though, I guess you could argue that this is just supposed to mean they recognize where they met each other.
Yeah, that's where I picked up from it, but all right. Well, I think that should basically call it for now. Do you want me to be part of when you do Elliot?
Sure, if I get around to it.
All right. Well, anyway, this has basically been one down, or I guess in this case it was one up on the competition. Anyway, this has been Omega Snake.
Yeah.
And I thought that.
Tune in next time.
Yeah, this is Omega Snake signing out. See you guys next time.